Okay, so I know Honda just announced the completely redesigned 2026 4th Gen Passport. That vehicle has gotten a lot of attention, a lot of press, and with its imminent arrival in the early 2025, is there any reason why you should get this 2025 current model 3rd generation Passport TrailSport? Let's find out. Starting off with the exterior, although the upcoming 2026 model year Passport features a more boxy, more rugged exterior design, I still think that this current model looks pretty good. It's a fine looking SUV. You still get things like LED headlights, LED fog lights, as well as a little bit of cladding down here for some extra ruggedness. In terms of overall dimensions, the upcoming 26 model is actually only slightly larger than this one, about an inch wider and an inch and a half longer. However, the wheelbase has been stretched 2.7 inch, which means that your rear passenger legroom will be improved. If you're looking for the TrailSport models, both this and the upcoming model features all-terrain tires. However, if you want more off-road capability, the new model year is the one to choose, because the upcoming model will get 275 wide all-terrain tires versus this 245 wide in this model year. Alright, moving over to the rear, something I really like about this outgoing model are these real exhaust tips. In the upcoming model, you just don't get them. They're tucked underneath the bumper, which I think is a bit of a pity. In terms of cargo storage space, once this opens up, you will see that there is a very generous amount of space. You can of course also fold down the rear seats, and they fold down completely flat, which is excellent. In addition to that, you also get more storage space underneath the trunk floor, so even better. Jumping inside, you get leather seats with orange stitching, which is part of the TrailSport trim. The outer seats are heated, and you get a 3rd zone climate control down in the center here. You also get plenty of cup holders, 2 more here, as well as a completely flat floor. In terms of space, plenty of headroom and plenty of legroom. You can pull the seats forwards and backwards, and you can also recline them if you like. Alright, the front interior does look a little bit dated with a half digital instrument cluster and a last gen infotainment software, but you get tons of physical buttons for your memory seat, physical buttons for your heated windshield, heated steering wheel, heated seats, you name it, everything is physical buttons, which I love. You also get things like wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto, as well as a wireless charger, so it's not all that dated. But looking forward to the 26 model year, you get a completely redesigned interior with updated steering wheel, updated screens, updated software, and a whole new modern look. Despite being an outgoing model, this 2025 Honda Passport is equipped with quite a lot of safety features. Emergency braking, blind spot warning, lane keep assist, lane centering, adaptive cruise control, parking sensors, so on and so forth. The caveat is that the lane keep, the lane centering is showing a bit of age. It doesn't track lane nearly as good as the newer generation systems that you would find in the new Pilot, the new Civics, the new Accords, so on and so forth. Another weird thing is that the parking sensor for the front is only available at the corner of the front end instead of the corner plus the center of the front. So something to note there. So how does the 2025 Passport drives? The steering is quite light, but the car is very stable, it's comfortable, the ride quality is good, bumps, no problem, highway speeds also no problem. It's just a comfortable car. Now of course, there are some body roll as you can see here, but overall it's a pretty decent driving family SUV. Now what about fuel economy? In terms of fuel economy, I was able to manage 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway, which considering the size of this thing and it having a V6 and all-terrain tires, it's honestly not bad. In the city, however, it's about 12 liters per 100 kilometers. Okay, we've talked a lot about the car from the outside, from the inside, as well as a little bit on how it drives, but what are some reasons why you should pick this over the upcoming 2026 model year? The first reason is VTEC. This Passport uses a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated single overhead cam V6, which pushes out 280 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque, and the best part is that it's got VTEC. Let me show you. Listen to this. Right at just over 5,000 RPM, you can hear the VTEC kicking in, and it's just such a cool sensation. And why I say that is because the new Passport, won't get VTEC because it uses the dual overhead cam V6 you find in the new Pilot. The second reason is reliability. Honda has been making this generation Passport for a number of years now, and the engine in this Passport is frankly a little ancient, which means that everything is proven, everything is reliable, it has a good track record. There aren't a lot of things that could go wrong in this Passport. Not saying that the new generation Passport wouldn't be as reliable or even more reliable, it's just that as with all brand new models, there's a higher chance that things may go wrong, especially in the first couple of years. The third and perhaps the biggest reason why you should pick this over the new one is price. With the release of the new generation 2026 model year Passport, you're significantly more likely to be able to bargain prices at the dealership. Dealerships have these in stock and they need to get rid of them. And this is perhaps the perfect opportunities to go in there and get potentially a couple $1,000s off of the MSRP. Overall, although this 2025 third generation Passport doesn't get the good looks from the upcoming model, it's still a great family SUV. Plenty of space for passengers, plenty of room for cargo. It rides well, it drives decently. It's got a little bit of a grunt if you need it. It's the V6, 3.5 liter, no problem getting up and going. You can even do some light off-roading if you like. What do you guys think? Would you pick this one or would you wait for the newer 2026 model year? Let me know down in the comments below. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and we will see you in the next one.